Good morning. It's Sunday the 22nd of June. I'm out for my long run. And something a bit different this week. I'm going to try and do a marathon distance training run. So, a good bit further than I've done recently, or ever. I've never run that far. So let's see how we get on. Prior to today, my previous longest run was 2 weekends ago, which was 34 kilometres on the West Highland Way. So an additional 8k today, but a lot less elevation. Now it's got a bit more elevation than my standard route that I do for a long run because of where I'm extending it, but yeah, a lot less elevation than the West Highland Way. So while it's longer, I'm hoping it'll be easier. I just need to see. I've got no time goals for it. My usual pace for long runs is something like 6-minute kilometres, and that's keeping my heart rate in zone 2. And that's very much the objective today, is stay in zone 2 as much as possible. I'm really focusing on that recently. I've adjusted my zones downwards, and yeah. Went out for a short run yesterday and I was keeping it very gentle, and in many ways I was struggling to get my heart rate high enough to be in zone 2, which was nice. The weather's quite pleasant, there's a bit of a breeze, there's a little bit muggy, and there's talk of showers, maybe thunder showers later, which will be interesting. So as well as today being my longest run ever, this week, should all go according to plan, will be my highest running volume week ever. So yeah, if I successfully do this run, I've done 76k this week. So that was an easy run Monday, intervals Tuesday, easy run Wednesday, an easy run yesterday just to shake out for today, and then today's marathon distance. So if I can successfully recover from all this, I'll be pretty pleased. My goal run next year is 80 kilometres, so I need to be in a position where I'm running at least that distance every week in training, and ideally a bit more. So probably guess 90k would be good. But it's important for me to remind myself that this will be my first time running an ultra, and I shouldn't expect too much. So while I'll be well prepared, usually it takes people a number of years really to find their real fitness, and a number of years of high volume. Just had the rain start, which is not entirely unpleasant. I'm just over 8k in. Normally I'd be thinking, oh, that's me a quarter of the way in, but not today. I think one of my issues today is going to be the humidity, that it just feels really clammy, so I feel I'm going to overheat a little bit. I think it's already sending my heart rate a little bit higher than it should be. So, anyway, it helps, even if it's not easy at the time. It helps build a little bit more resilience in that way. In In previous weeks I've been dealing with quite a bit of ankle tightness, well, shins and calves in particular tightness, tight calf muscles. I think it's just as I've been building up the volume, but they're a lot better. They've been a lot better just over the past sort of 10 days, and they're okay today. Feel them slightly, but way less than they have been. Yeah. Hopefully it's just something that continues to resolve over time. Whew. Just walking to get my heart rate down a little bit after a small climb there. Just stop for a second to take on some gel and just have a little bit of a shelter from the rain. A little bit wetter than I would like, to be honest. It's not that I mind running in the rain, but when you're going a distance, it's always a bit of a worry about things like chafing and wet feet for blisters. But it certainly has cooled me down a little bit. You know, I'm going pretty well. A little bit slower than my 6-minute kilometre pace, but it's not too bad. So, yeah, legs feel fine. Doing the miles. Soon be at a third the distance, and that's going to be a nice little milestone. So, on we go. That's me 18k in. Going pretty well. A little bit of a navigation difficulty. Quite wet underfoot and a lot of very wet grass. Everything's very overgrown and lush. Been up feeling pretty good. Pace is nowhere near where it needs to be, but I think that's partly because of navigation issues. But yeah, onto a new area. I've never been here before. This is nice to explore. Up in some moorlands. Carnock Moor. Going towards the high point of the day. So this is me at the high point of the route. It's a bit breezier up here, which is lovely actually. So Craiglascar Hill. My normal high point is over there where that wind turbine is. So I'm going to head down here somewhere. I need to find a track down, and then back out here, and then down that way, and then eventually head north towards Dunfermline, and then home, which is, where's home? Down that way is home. Yeah, down there. We've got Knock Hill over in the distance. Yeah. So, going okay. Yeah, not really bothered about pace, but legs are doing fine. So we'll keep going. Long way to go yet. So I'm only, I think I'm 19k in. So, long way to go. Right, keep going. I'm 28 kilometres in. I'm in Pittencrieff Park in Dunfermline. Decided to stop at the aid station. It's turned out quite sunny now. Well, sunnier. Yeah, and very much on familiar territory and on the home stretch. Right glute is feeling quite tired. That's my only real challenge. So the big worry is that if that really fatigues out, that I'll have issues with my right IT band. So we'll just need to see. But hopefully 42.2 still doable. But I'm going to enjoy this and then get on with the run. So that's 32 and a bit in. Just 10k to go. But oh, legs are definitely feeling tired now. So it's going to be a tough 10k. Hopefully I can power through. Any thought to controlling heart rate has just gone right out the window. But I'm just more concerned with getting it done. Whew. Get the slight feeling of IT band pain coming on, which is a while since I've had that, but there's no surprise there really. Oh, so I'm in uncharted territory. I'm almost 38k in, but just having a little walking break. the IT band reasonably sore. I mean, not as bad as it used to get, where it felt I couldn't move at all. I'm just not used to doing this distance, and so I've kind of asked a lot of it, but I just need to keep doing distance and building up its resilience. So hopefully I get this done and there's no lasting impact from it, that I can focus on recovery and stuff for the next few days. Yeah. But I've got 9 months to be able to get to a situation where I can run this same distance again, which is slightly inconceivable. And before then, I've got 3 months to get to a situation where I can run the same again, but the next day. So at the start of October, I'm going to run the West Highland Way route that I'm going to do on my 50th, except I'm going to do it over 2 days, so about 25 miles each day. So yeah, I need to get to a situation where it doesn't take too much out of me in day 1, enough that I can do day 2. Oh, and here comes the rain. Who cares? So yeah, just over 4k to go, so I can manage that. Oh, so yeah, definitely slower than I would have hoped, but I don't really care. The first marathon was always going to be a bit slow, and then just as I get stronger it would get a bit quicker, but also just not the best route choice, I have to say. So, but I did get quite a lot of elevation. So right, let's get it finished, see how the knee feels by the end of it. So I made it, and I had some company for the last 100 meters. Iona came and met me. It's the benefit of the live tracking, and I've got a crowd to cheer me. So I managed. The last 10k was pretty sore, but I did it, and that's important. So yeah. Oh, that was epic. Right, I need to rest.